and different places, the Copel Center and Copel Center and different places like that. But why do you feel women in this industry are not making it?
Well, I think they are actually making it.
Oh, they are?
Oh, yeah.
I don't hear too many women in this industry.
And see, that's the beauty of A Taste of Theater, because I've been running into more women doing plays than I have men. And they're actually telling stories for men, which are amazing. Like, for instance, June McLean, I had the privilege of seeing her play, which was called 5.5 Men.
Okay.
And it was telling the men's side of the story when a relationship happens or ends. And it's an awesome play. And there's so many more women that are doing this, and their stories are really capturing people. And you're going to see a whole lot more women doing this. A whole lot more.
Is this more of for the younger women to get into, or did you see a lot of older women getting involved with this?
I've seen more younger women doing it. However, one of the ladies that I have been working with, her name is Catherine Mayberry. She's in her late 60s.
Wow.
Yeah, and I helped her get her first play at the first Taste of Theater. It was the first time it was ever put on stage.
Okay.
So I helped her get that up and running, and my goal is really to help as many people as possible get into this field, because when I first started out, there was no book that you could go read that says, all right, here's what you do, step number 1, step number 2, step number 3. It was all learned by financial error.
Okay.
And then after you've knocked your head up against the wall enough times, you figure out what to do. And then I said, well, since I'm doing the festival, we need to bring in people who can actually teach how to be in the business. So the first one, which was in 2012, it was the first time that we brought anybody that was in the union, whether that was the Light and Sound Union or whether it was the Dramatists Guild and the Actors Equity. We brought all those unions and non-union people together under the same roof. That was the first time it's ever been done.
Okay. So do you feel that these young crafters need to brush up when you see them come in?
Mm-hmm.
And they come in for, I don't know, do you call it a casting call? Or what do you call it when they come in to present their storyboard to you? Is it a casting call? Or
actually, they submit their script and we read it. And that right there is critical to the process, because we want to know exactly what's being presented on the stage so that it doesn't offend children and it doesn't bring up a subject matter that might be too much for children to be a part of.
How many scripts have you gone through on a daily basis?
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, you go to a function, a black tie affair. How many times has someone walked up to you and said, "Hey, Mr. Gulley, here's my script, here's my play"? Do you actually take it, or do you tell them to see your people later on, or do you actually take it and sit in a limousine or on the bus or train and actually read it?
Well, I always tell people the best way to get it to me is to email it to me in PDF format, not a Word document, because a PDF format protects the person who sent the material, because it can only be read and not modified. And so I will tell anyone, if you're going to send anything outside, it must be in PDF format.
Okay.
So if it's internal to your proofreader or whomever, Word document is fine.
Okay.
But if you're sending it out, it has to be in PDF format.
I mean, just like I was telling you, I got people that, hey, Rob, here's my CD, here's my CD. I'm like, can you, we can play it. Yeah, we have the CD player, but please don't give us a CD that's homemade. Burned off the computer, because we can't play it. You know, what we're going to put it on the computer for and play it. You know, we've had You know, I can't. I've heard of music, but I can't play it. I can't even put in the repertoire. Tiffany gets not again. So is that the same way with you when you get script? Do you like throw it to the side?
Actually,
honestly,
no. Actually, I don't do that. What I try to do is give a person feedback on it, and because I received a script from one lady who will remain nameless, but her concept was great, but the way the story was written was horrible.
Wow.
And the concept, in so many words, was black. It was, you had a situation where there were no more black men on the planet. And there was the way she handled that story as to how black men were presented, or at least the last black man on the planet was presented, was horrible. And unfortunately, sometimes it's hard for people to take constructive criticism. But I really thought the concept was outstanding. You know, what would this world be like without African American men?
What would this world be without African American men? Could you see that done in a white format? I've asked a lot.
Definitely. That could be done in a white format.
Okay.
Definitely, because it would be from their perspective looking at, okay, we've run them all off. Now we found one. Let's go get him. We need someone to play basketball.
Okay. With today's society, I know you listen to the show every week.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you a question. With things going with the Eric Gardner and Michael Brown situation and the same sex, do you feel that is appropriate at this present time for stage play work? Well, is it too touchy? Is it too still hurting at this present time?
I don't know if it's touching or too touchy, but I think you can take something of that nature and kind of change it just a little bit so it's not the focus of the production, but it is a part of the production. Actually, one of the plays that I interviewed, one of the playwrights that I've interviewed, that was in his production, and it's called Riot. And his name is Dewan Savage. He's out of Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Okay.
His play is on that very topic.
Wow.
Yeah, but his is based in the 70s, though.
Wow. Okay.
You know, because people, unfortunately, police brutality is nothing new in this world. It's just that because of social media, it's more prevalent, and we're able to find out about it a little quicker. But we as African American people have known about police brutality for years.
Is that what about the same sex and homosexuality and molestation? Is that appropriate for stage plays as well? No, you said no nudity.
None.
But that goes into what about Second City? Doesn't Second City do the same thing? Second City is more stage production.
Yes, and comedy also.
And comedy. Then I guess that's their next step up to Saturday Night Live.
Yes.
or STL, I think it is, or SNL.
SNL. That's Saturday Night Live.
Okay, Saturday Night. I know there's another. There's like Second City. There's another one before Second City. Before you get to Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. I think I can't remember the name of it, but I know the Key from Key and Peele was here at Second City. He started out here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that a good start for them, or should they start off in a homegrown production theatrical studio?
Well, I'd say get your start locally. Because you have to make sure, hey, this is something you want to do. Because when you step through the doors at, say, a Second City or another, or the Dramatist Guild, there's going to be a certain expectation there that if you're not serious about your craft, you will find the disappointment very quickly. Like, for instance, you don't show up late. You don't decide, I'm not going to show up today at all. Those types of things, when you hit a more professional environment, They just don't work. So, like, for instance, I will tell a person, if you're scheduled to showcase your play at 7:30 and you're not there, we move on. And you just lose that spot, because we have to maintain the integrity of the production, and when a person is not there, we have to move on. And acting groups like Second City would do the same.
I have a message, SMS message from Carolyn. Carolyn is sending a message all the way from Wisconsin.
Well, all right.
All right. She wants to know, Mr. Gulley, I am looking forward to meeting you. How can I get my start? I've been trying to submit. Okay, we have already said that. She wants to know, how can she submit her
script?
Her script to
you.
Oh,
sure. Tell her.
And what format? You just said
it's got to be in PDF, and it's got to be submitted to submit@atasteoftheater.com. And if she's not sure how to do it or to create a PDF, the easiest thing to do, if it's in Word already, you do File, Save As, and one of the drop-down formats is PDF. So it's that simple for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you've got any questions, just give us a call. Just give us a call right now. Right now, because Mr. Victor Gulley is here. We're going to go to a commercial break and let Mr. Victor Gulley get a swallow some water. And so if y'all have any questions, give us a call. It's 708-343-3906, 708-343-3906.
6 years.
Man,
6 years.
Thank you for having me on and also working with me.
Children. Stephen Laffey campaigned to cut spending. But once elected, he increased spending nearly 20%. He raised taxes 3 times. Watch what he does, not what he says. What's important to Wayne County seniors is important to Robert Ficano. As Wayne County Sheriff for the last 20 years, no one is more qualified. Numbers don't lie. Ficano continues to successfully manage a county budget of $110 million. Those are strong numbers that all add up to one man for the job. Robert Ficano. Unless Congress acts now, scheduled doctor payment cuts will give you fewer doctors to choose from. Now is your chance to protect yourself and your family. The future of your health is in your hands. Paid for by friendsforchange.org. Paid for by the Janice Page Committee. Paid for by the Robert A. Ficano Committee.
It's Friday!
Tachyon Radio. The station
That was
so
completely
far in front.
unnecessary, but a lot of fun to watch.
Right now, the traffic is moving a little slow right now on 294. 294 is a little backed up. Please buckle up. Illinois State Police are out there, and they're watching very closely. Stay off your cell phones if you don't want a ticket. The new law is you cannot have your cell phone in your hand. Once again, if you have any questions, please check your website for Illinois State Police as they give you all the information. Please, also, 9094 is approximately 15-25 miles per hour. Kingery Highway has a little backup right there off the off-ramp. If you're looking for more information and more traffic and more news, please tune in to WGSJ BC Radio, Smooth 90.5 FM. We are here with the best in broadcasting music and traffic for you every single day. Once again, I-94 is moving a little slow, and around the Kingery, Bishop Ford is moving kind of slow at this present time due to the traffic and the weather. If you have any questions, hey, we are here for you. Smooth 90.5 FM, WGSJBC Radio. Rob G broadcasting live on the station that plays the hits. Smooth 90.5 FM on Sirius XM Radio and HD Radio. So if you're looking to listen to us live on a daily basis, please tune in. And if you want to win $1,000, please tune in so you can be a VIP listener. Smooth 90.5 FM, WGSJ. BC Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into the studio. We have Mr.